All
Sounds
right. Well,
good.
welcome, Jason. It's so good to see you again. I haven't seen you in forever. It's been at least 2 years, and we've done so many things. We were talking before the show, and I feel like we've known each other about 10 years. And I have to tell you, your work has changed my thinking and clarified my thinking. I love what the Daily Mail said about you. I'm going to read it. It says, the doctor who invented intermittent fasting.
So I'm a kidney specialist, actually. So I train very much conventionally. I did medical school in Toronto, and then I went to California, Los
Yeah.
Angeles, for a couple of years to do my specialty training. And I finished around 2001. Then I started practicing. And of course, there was a lot of increase in obesity and type 2 diabetes over that period of time. So I became very interested in the question of diabetes because diabetes was the main cause of kidney disease. And the thinking at the time was really that type 2 diabetes was this sort of chronic progressive disease, meaning once you got it, you had it for life. And I said, well, that's not right. It's actually completely untrue.
Wow.
Anybody who knows knows anybody knows that if you lose weight, that diabetes often goes away. So the question is not, is it chronic and progressive? It's not some inevitable thing like aging. It's a reversible thing. So if it's reversible, you need to try to reverse it. But the key is the weight loss, of course, and not giving more medications, which was, of course, the standard, what I had been taught, what virtually every doctor was taught was that, oh, you have type 2 diabetes, here's the medication. Instead of, you have type 2 diabetes, let's change your diet, get you to lose weight, and then you can reverse it, right? Which is a completely 180 degree, opposite way of thinking, but much better, right? So I became very interested in weight loss and I started thinking about it. So again, I was brought up, I was trained in this whole calories in, calories out thing. Um, you know, and the part that's weird is that none of that is actually true. And it sounds so simple. It's sort of deceptively simple, but completely wrong. And
Whoa.
it's in the way you have to think about calories. So let's take let's take an analogy, for example. People say, well, let's look at the energy balance equation, which is body fat, right? Body fat is a store of energy. The body stores energy, food energy, which is calories, in the form of body fat. So if you have excess body fat, and then body fat equals calories in minus calories out, right? So then people always go take that and say, well, from there, you say that you must eat less or burn less, right? And you have to, or they say something like you must have a caloric deficit, right?
That's the
So
word.
the
Yeah.
problem is, and you see all these, people who should really know better say this kind of thing, but it's really stupid because remember that if you have too much body fat, yes, it does mean that calories in exceeded calories out, but it doesn't tell you anything about what to do about it, right?
Hmm.
If you say that body fat equals calories in, calories out, or increased body fat equals calories in greater than calories out, that's what it is. It doesn't tell you that isn't caused by it, right? Body, if you say that calories in is more than calories out, you want to know why the calories in are greater than the calories out. So people always take that next step and say, well, it's because you didn't have willpower or you ate too much or whatever. But that's not the case at all. Remember, there's three variables here that have to balance. So there's never a
Tell us.
caloric deficit.
Yeah.
Body fat equals calories in minus calories out, which means that if you eat fewer calories, which is what everybody tells you, what happens is that there's three variables: body fat, calories in, calories out. You reduce calories in, you can balance that equation by either losing body fat, yes, or you can balance that equation by reducing your body's energy expenditure, which remember, you don't control. It's not exercise. Most of the calories you burn are for your brain, your liver, your kidney. You cannot control, oh, I'm going to tell my kidney to burn more calories because I want to lose weight. You can't do that, right? So nobody can control their basal metabolic rate like that. It's not a conscious thing. So therefore, if you simply eat less, fewer calories, which is what
Yeah.
everybody says works, it doesn't work because you can either lose body fat, which is possible, or you can reduce energy expenditure. So if you go to the medical literature and look at virtually every single study done in the last 50 years of nutrition, what actually happens when you reduce your calories in? do you, one, lose body fat, or do you, two, reduce your energy expenditure? In every single study, energy expenditure goes down, right? So you eat less, you burn less, and your body fat is relatively unchanged.